Hi, I'm Kirk Duckwall with BRIX Real Estate and the House Geeks, here to talk about why it's important to apply right away. So quite often, I'll ask the question, have you applied for your home loan yet? The answer I get is, I don't need to worry about that. I've checked, I'm good to go. What I found is that doesn't usually end up being the case, or there was room for improvement that could have saved them a lot of money. First off, you need an approval letter to write an offer. So what can happen is somebody thinks they're good to go, and maybe they are, but nonetheless, they start looking at homes, they find a house they like, they want to put an offer in right away. Problem is, it takes a couple days to go through the approval process. By that point, offer has been accepted on the home, and they lose out on a property that they really liked. So you need that pre-approval to make an offer. Now what can happen is they realize they need that approval letter, so they apply on one of these online companies that says, or ones you see the TV commercials for, I'm not going to name any companies, but they fall victim of needing that letter immediately. What happens? They get a loan product that is not as good as had they pre-planned, whether it's higher interest rates, higher down payment, whatever it might be. So don't become a victim. Think about it. The better the score, the better the rate. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, you got to realize they have what's called, and the lenders pick the mid score. You have 3 scores, so maybe you might think your score is at a 740, but it's possible that your mid score is actually at a 660. Who knows what it might be? But they have 3 different scores, but the lender always picks the one that lands in the middle. So better the score, the better the rate. So each bracket changes the interest rate. So 620 to 639 gets one rate, 640 to 659 gets another rate, 660 to 679, and so forth, all the way up to 740. Now this is for conventional loans, not FHA or VA, where they have one set rate. But the higher that you can make your score, typically the better pricing that you can get. So the better the score, the better the loan. A lot of people, if they have a lower score, they're going to go for an FHA loan. But the higher that score gets, the more enticing a conventional loan becomes. So you apply right away. Why? Because maybe there's a credit card out there with a certain balance that if you were to pay that down just a little bit, maybe it's a $500 payment that does it. But when you apply, they find out where you can make these adjustments, which could bring you up in a bracket. So it takes a little time to do that, but once again, you can save some money. Also, know your range. It'll help you know what range I should be looking in when I'm out shopping for a home. Hopefully you found that information helpful. Take care and have a great week.